Hello, hello, hello. I'm hoping you are having a very lovely day today. If not, hopefully this podcast can up in your spirits a little bit. But please let me know of any fun things you might have done today. Obviously, I'll introduce myself. My name is Lebu Mamabolo, aka Set You Free. And welcome to another segment of the Unqualified podcast. Now, we are going to continue our talks of NBA free agency, and today's team is going to be the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, we're looking at the free agencies, right? And the only notable free agent so far is Serge Ibaka. Now, everyone was talking hype about Rajon Rondo going to the LA Clipper roster. And I was freaking out when that happened because I really didn't want Rajon to go to the LA Clippers because I was scared. I didn't want the LA Clippers to be overpowered. We all know what Rajon Rondo can do. We all know, okay? No one should disrespect Rajon Rondo ever. Two-time champ, absolute legend. We're talking about magician when it comes to floor general. Absolute magician. However, they didn't seem to close that deal. And they got Serge Ibaka. Now, if I'm looking at the team, it still looks good on paper. It still looks like a threat. But this is the same thing we said about them last season. Same thing. And we all know how they got curb stomped by Jamal and the Joker. Absolutely disgraced. Absolute disgrace. Now, currently, as the roster is built, they've still got defense. Their defense is still there. It's not like it's gone. And they still have bodies. Their depth is still there. But are we going to give them the shot that we did last season and have them disappoint us again? I'm looking at Steve Ballmer, the owner, and all the teams he's put together. We all remember the Lob City days. Shout out Blake Griffin, shout out CP3, shout out DJ. And we all thought that they were going to make noise. Never got out of the conference finals. Never did. So now I'm thinking, okay, we are talking about depth on this team. And they have the bodies. But will they disappoint us again? Everybody knows I love Sweet Lou. Ooh, I love me some Sweet Lou. Lou Williams is that dude. But he didn't really show up in those playoffs, did he? Especially when it came to Denver. Patrick Beverley, the pest. Oh, we all love Pat. We all know what he brings when it comes to energy and galvanizing and being a pest on the defensive end. But offensively, he's not that guy. He's not the point guard that they need. And we all know that Kawhi Leonard has talked about how this team needs a point guard. And the only notable signing they have is Serge Ibaka. Now, I like the pickup of Serge. I can't believe that Toronto gave up Serge. I don't know why they did that. But I like the pickup. It gives them a bit more of size. It's what they need. Especially because they lost Trez. But more on that later. But I'm looking at this team and thinking, well, I mean, you have the players, but will you disappoint us again? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. We all know we all wanted that Western Conference Finals of Kawhi versus LeBron. AD versus Paul George. We all know that AD is better than Paul George, but you know what I mean. Can Paul George show up? That's another question mark. Can Paul George show up? Did you see that shot during the playoffs? Side of the backboard, my guy. Side of the backboard. You're supposed to be the number 2 on this team. And you're shooting the side of the backboard. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Kawhi Leonard, we all know is that dude. We're not going to disrespect Kawhi Leonard. I won't let anybody disrespect Kawhi. But he's not that galvanizing leader. He's not. He's the person who's going to come into work, do his job. But he won't galvanize his team behind the objective. They don't have that. I'm hoping now they have a little more continuity for them, coming into the next season. And hoping that they make it a bit more of a fight than how they went out last season. I mean, come on. You're up 3-1 and then get curb stomped by a bunch of puppies. Puppies, my guy. They gotta do better this season. And I'm gonna be keeping my eye on them 110%. But of course, just like always, I am curious to know what you think. So please, again, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think and whether we should be hopeful for this team. Because if last season was any indication, I am scared for the Clippers organization.